Welcome each and every one of you to a new Wild Rift video. In this one, we're going to be going over the changes to Wild Rift compared to League of Legends on the PC, of course. And in this one, we'll be going over the differences in runes. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. There's a lot of new runes, similar runes, and things like that we'll be going over. So all that being said and done, let's just jump right into it. Let's take a look at the differences. So let's start off in order. We'll talk about all the keystones at the very top. So what do we have up first? We have Electrocute, where it's actually pretty much more or less the same, but you'll notice, of course, some of them are not the same. So Electrocute is pretty much the same. Summon Ares seems to be, like, in concept-wise, the numbers might be a little bit different. I can't remember off the top of my head, but concept-wise, Summon Ares is the same. Conquer seems to be pretty much the exact same, more or less, as well. Fleet Forward, right? Of course, you know, as you attack, you get movement speed, you heal a little bit, etc. And then Grasp of the Undying, and of course you have Aftershock. So those ones are pretty much the same. Now we have this new one over here a little bit, or I guess used to be in League of Legends. Font of Life. Impairing the movement of an enemy champion marks them. Actually, no, this is currently in League of Legends. I think it's just not a keystone. Anyways, impairing the movement of an enemy champion marks them. Allies who attack marked champions heal based on your max health. Right, so that's a keystone now. And then you also have Kleptomancy, which apparently is back in Wild Rift because it got removed in League of Legends, where after using an ability, your next ability hits or attack on an enemy champion will grant you a random item effect. So a little bit different than the what's it called, the Kleptomancy that we had on League of Legends, you know, the PC version, of course, but still pretty similar, of course, as well. So that's pretty cool. Now moving on to the mini runes, there's a bunch of stuff to cover here. So starting off with this first one called Brutal. You gain 7 AD and 2% armor penetration, or 14 AP and 2% armor penetration. It's adaptive, right? Depending on whichever stat you have more is the one that you get, which is pretty cool. So a little bit of a aggressive type of little mini rune there, if you will. Then we have something called Backbone. Gain 10 armor or 10 MR based on whichever stat you have less of, which I don't know. I don't think that's that great personally. Because sometimes you just maybe don't want that other stat at all, so it just kind of becomes useless. And then you have Pathfinder. Gain 8% movement speed in a brush, the jungle, and river whenever you're out of combat. So this in general just seems like a pretty damn good jungler keystone, or if you're playing someone that likes to roam, seems like a pretty decent option. Next, I'm assuming we have Gathering Storm, which we do. Every 2 minutes you gain 2 AD or 4 AP. Concept is similar. I'm pretty sure the numbers are different though. Then we have Conditioning. Gain 8 bonus armor and MR after 5 minutes of game time. Again, idea-wise, similar numbers, difference. Mastermind. This one I believe is new. Deal 10% bonus true damage to epic monsters and turrets. Epic monsters, I believe, refer to Dragon, Baron, things like that. I don't know if that actually refers to red buff and blue buff. I think those are considered large monsters, not epic monsters. Anyways, and turrets. And earn an extra 100 gold and 500 experience upon taking or assisting in these objectives, which is pretty sick, actually. So it's a very objective-focused little mini rune. Then you have Hunter, Vampirism. Gain 2% physical vamp or 2% magical vamp. Unique champion takedowns grant 2 AD with 1% physical vamp or 4 AP with 1% magic vamp. So that's pretty cool. So it's 5 times. It's essentially like the ones, you know, like you have the ones for like your ultimate or I'm blanking on the names completely right now, but you know what I'm talking about. The ones where you get ultimate reduction or extra movement speed, whatever. Things like active item reduction. Similar like that, just a little bit different. Actually, no, it's similar to the very first one. Anyway, then you have Hunter Titan. Gain 20 max health. Unique champion takedowns grant you 20 max health and 4% tenacity, which is actually pretty damn good. And this is all the stacking ones. Yeah, these are all the hunters. Yes, makes sense. And then you get the Genius version, which you gain 2.5 ability haste, and unique champion takedowns grant you an extra 2.5 ability haste. So CDR, tankiness, and of course, damage and lifesteal type stuff. Moving along, we have Triumph, right? Triumph seems to be pretty much the same. You get missing health when you get a takedown, and you deal 3% more damage to champions below 35% health. So that's pretty much Triumph plus Coup de Grace, which is pretty cool. Following that, we have Regeneration. Every 3 seconds, regenerate 2% missing health or mana based on whichever percentage is lower. That's actually pretty sick. I actually think that's not that bad, actually, overall. And then Sweet Tooth, which does the following. Increases your honey fruit healing by 25%, and you get 20 gold for each fruit. That's pretty good, actually, because the honey fruits heal a decent amount already. Increasing it by 25%. I wonder if that means the total healing after you collect all 3 is increased by 25%, or is 25% per, which I guess technically is the same thing. Anyway, whatever. Anyways, Then you have weakness. Impairing the movement speed of enemy champions makes them take 5% more damage in the following 5 seconds. That's really good for supports, I think, actually. Following that, we have loyalty. You gain 2 armor and MR. Your closest ally champion gets 5 armor and MR. 2 MR. So these are the support ones, it looks like. And then, of course, Pack Hunter. While near ally champions, you gain 2% movement speed. For each unique ally you participate in a takedown with, you gain 50 gold. And ooh, that's like a mini Pike ult-ish type thing, which is actually really good. Imagine that on Pike. That could be pretty sick, actually. And then we have champion. Gain 10% damage against champions. Lose 5% each time you die until the bonus. Oh, that's actually so sick. That's really high risk. That's actually really, I like that a lot. That's super fun. So if you just never die, you'll have a permanent 10% damage increase, period. Which is insane. But if you die twice, it's all gone. So you pretty much cannot die twice, or else you're literally throwing this away entirely. Very high risk. That's pretty cool. Spirit Walker gain 50 max health and 20% slow resistance. That's really good, actually. 20% slow resistance. That's not bad. And then Manifold Man, hitting a champion with an ability or empowered attack increases your mana by 30 up to 300 mana total. So there you guys have it. Those are the runes in Wild Rift, the new runes, of course. Let me know what you think about them down below in the comment section. Do you think they're better? Do you think they're worse than the PC version of League of Legends? Do you think these are more fun looking or not? You know, let me know what you think about it, your thoughts and everything. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. See you guys for the next Wild Rift video. Peace, peace.